Dear students, today we are going to discuss about DMA. DMA stands for Direct Memory Access. DMA is a method of transferring data from the computer's RAM to another part of the computer without processing it using the CPU. While most data, that is input or output from your computer, is processed by the CPU, some data does not require processing or can be processed by another device. In these situations, DMA can save processing time and is more efficient way to move data from the computer's memory to other devices. For example, a sound card may need to access data stored in the computer's RAM, but since it can process the data itself, it may use DMA to bypass the CPU. Video cards that support DMA can also access the system memory and process graphics without needing the CPU. DMA channels are used to communicate data between the peripheral device and the system memory. All four system resources rely on certain lines on a bus. Some lines on the bus are used for IRQs, some for addresses, the I/O addresses and the memory address, and some for DMA channels. A DMA channel enables a device to transfer data without exposing the CPU to a work overload. Without the DMA channels, the CPU copies every piece of data using a peripheral bus from the input-output device. Using a peripheral bus occupies the CPU during the read-write process and does not allow other work to be performed until the operation is completed. With DMA, the CPU can process other tasks while data transfer is being performed. The transfer of data is first initiated by the CPU. During the transfer of data between the DMA channel and input-output device, the CPU performs other tasks. When the data transfer is complete, the CPU receives an interrupt request from the DMA controller. Why DMA? First, it is used for high-speed block transfers between a device and memory. Secondly, no involvement of CPU during the transfer. Typical DMA devices are disk drives and tape drives. Remember, keyboard data rate is 0.01 KB per second, that is 1 byte every 100 millisecond, whereas disk drive data rate is 2000 KB per second, where 1 byte every 0.5 microsecond. In the direct memory access DMA, the interface transfers the data into and out of the memory unit through the memory bus. The transfer of data between a fast storage device such as magnetic disk and memory is often limited by the speed of the CPU. Removing the CPU from the path and letting the peripheral device manage the memory buses directly would improve the speed of transfer. This transfer technique is called direct memory access. During the DMA transfer, the CPU is idle and has no control of the memory buses. A DMA controller takes over the buses to manage the transfer directly between the input-output device and memory. The CPU may be placed in an idle state in a variety of ways. One common method extensively used in microprocessor is to disable the buses through special control signals such as bus request BR, bus grant BG. These two control signals in the CPU that facilitates the DMA transfer. The bus request input is used by the DMA controller to request the CPU. When this input is active, the CPU terminates the execution of the current instruction and places the address bus, data bus and rewrite lines into a high impedance state. High impedance state means that the output is disconnected. The figure shows the CPU bus signal for DMA transfer. High impedance is disabled when BG is enabled. Now, this unit has two signals, bus request and bus grant, performed by the CPU. The permission is given by CPU. On the other side, we have address bus and data bus, which are given permission to perform the data transfer. Same way, read and write are the two operations performed. This diagram shows the various signals transmitted and received by CPU. It shows the bus request, bus grant and bus acknowledgement in detail. It also gives detailed description on bus request, bus grant and bus acknowledgement which happens between the CPU and the DMAC, where DMAC stands for DMA controller. We can see that first, the DMA controller is requesting the CPU for bus as bus request signal. Once the CPU is OK with the request, it gives permission to the DMA controller as bus grant signal. But the DMA controller does not start the process immediately. DMAC issues bus acknowledgement signal and releases BR. DMAC has control of the system buses. DMAC acts like the CPU and generates the bus signals, example, address, control, for one transfer to take place. The timing diagram of the bus request, bus grant and bus acknowledgement is as shown here. Types of DMA transfer. Firstly, the burst mode. This transfer is repeated until complete. DMAC relinquishes control of the system buses by releasing bus acknowledgement. Secondly, cycle steal mode. DMAC relinquishes control of the system buses by releasing bus acknowledgement. A BR, BG and BG-ACK sequence occurs for every transfer until the block is completely transferred. DMAC interrupts the CPU when the transfer is complete. This is an example of a completion signal interrupt. The types of DMA are described in the figure. DMA applications. Whenever large amount of data need to be transferred fast between memory and an input-output peripheral device, example, hard disk, CD, video memory to refresh display, sound cards, network cards, data acquisition boards, DMA is used. Also, for row address generation by hardware to refresh large DRAMs, faster DMAs are used. Hope you enjoyed the lecture. Thank you.